Okay, hello everyone, this is Trader Buist. Hope everyone's doing well. So just wanted to go over a video today on how to set up your trading view charts, as I've had a lot of requests on what sort of software I use for my charting. So obviously here, just in the top left corner, this is the web address for TradingView. This is, in my opinion, the best software that you can use. It's also free. But you can also sign up for a pro version, which I think is around $10 to $15 per month, and it's well worth it because you can do a replay mode, so you can go into the smaller time frames and do some back testing when you're trying out new strategies. But what I'm going to do basically today is just show you how to set up the charts the way I do it, and also show you all the different tools that I use when I'm trying to trade. So here we go. We've got TradingView. So to get to the charts, you can either press this chart button here or launch chart. So we're just going to go launch chart here. Okay, now, so here we have on the right side, before we do anything on the chart here, to get rid of all this mess, we're going to first go over here on the right hand side to get rid of all of these on the watch list, and also minimize these parts here because we don't want them, don't need them on our chart. So I'm just going to clear off, I think I can go like this, clear symbols. Yes, okay, perfect. So all we're going to do is we're going to focus on Euro USD. So Euro USD, and I always use FXCM for when I'm doing my charting. Oh, we're not going to do that, so we're not going to sign up just now, but we'll put it in here. So whenever you want to add to your watch list, you can just add a symbol in here, putting in the Euro USD or GBP USD and like that. And then once we've done that, we want to minimize the watch list by clicking this button here. So for starters, what we want to do is we want to get rid of this buy and sell sort of tab here. So we'll right click on that, on the dots, hide buy and sell panel. Also in the free version, you always get these adverts popping up in the bottom left hand corner. All you need to do there is cross it off and press hide for now. Okay, so here we go. We've got the chart of Euro USD on daily. As you can see, this is the daily Euro USD and the broker feed that we have. And also we've got this volume, which is these bars down here. So all we want to do now is cross that off, take the volume bar off. And then we've got these bars down here, which show the different types of news events that are going to be happening today or through next week. So I also right click on them and hide events from the chart because I don't want them distracting me. I use a different news calendar for that. Okay, so the way I set my charts up, what we do here is we need to right click the background and go to settings. So let's see here, template, no, okay, candles. So I have white candles for the bull candles, and then I have black candles for my bear candles. So then we'll do the borders, black, and then the wicks are also black and black. Okay, so that's nice and clean, no bias. It's just white and black and white. Absolutely brilliant for me. I don't get distracted by any of the lines. So let's see here, what else we got to adjust. Okay, so I've got London time, seeing as I'm in the UK. And then what we want to do here is, this is to do with these symbols up here, and the open, the high, the low, the close of the current candle. So I want to take that off, indicator titles off, and indicator values off. I just want the symbol up. Okay. The scale, no, that's good. Appearance, so you have these horrible grid lines that we want to get rid of. The vertical grid lines are going to white, and they're going to white as well. Perfect. Okay, actually let's go back to settings here. I think we can take off can't really find it. Appearance, it must be on here. No, okay, cancel that. I think we can right click this. No, never mind. Okay, this is what we want. This is perfect. So once we have this, we're now ready to set up our sort of tools that we want to use. And I don't really use that many different tools, but I'm going to go through them with you on here. So this one on the left hand side, this toolbar, you've got these ones where you can draw your lines, your trend lines, horizontal lines, horizontal ray, your arrows, etc. This is a bunch of indicator sort of template stuff that I don't really use. And we've got rectangles, ellipses that are important. And also we can draw text on the chart, so that's also really important. But well, first we're going to start off with the trend line. So that's just simple, back to front. Click once, click twice. And then what we want to do there is just want to change that to black. And if you want to, if you can't see it that well, you want to change the thickness also, which is in this toolbar here, the width. You can also change the style to a dotted line, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's quite difficult to look at. So again, just cross this off. And then another tool I use is a horizontal line. So these are really good for putting in your support and resistance. And I change this to black, and I don't really use I keep the thickness quite small, so I'll keep it like that. But if you can't see very well, of course, change it. Okay. Right. What else have we got on here that I use? Horizontal rays. I also use horizontal rays, so I use that there. And then I also change this color to blue. And one very, very good thing as well, because we use multiple time frame analysis. So say I go to the weekly time frame and I want to put in a weekly resistance. So here we go, weekly resistance right there. I want to double click on this, and then I want to change the text to black. I want to change the text alignment to the right, and I want to change the text alignment to the top because it's resistance. So what I put in here is a weekly resistance. Okay, and I want to save this as, oh, I can't do it. Okay, whatever. But if that when you do that and you've made a new login, you will get the text bar coming up here, weekly resistance. That's brilliant for when you go down to the daily time frame. You're thinking, oh, what's this line? You'll have the writing saying weekly resistance on this right hand side here. And of course, if you're in weekly support, obviously we have a bit of weekly support in here. You then want to have the writing on the lower half, so it would be weekly support. So if I went like this, weekly support, you'd want to put that at the right and at the bottom like that, and then you just template save as, and then every time you want to put a new line in, double click like this, and then you go to template, and then there will be a template saying weekly support and weekly resistance down here, and you just click it every time, so it's nice and simple. And also, if you really want to get pinpoint accuracy, you can put the coordinates in, so 1.11394, let's change that to 1.114 because we like round numbers. Okay, so I'll delete that off just now. Oh, delete that there. Okay, so those are I think those are the only two I use on here. I'll also use these arrows sometimes if it's quite difficult to spot the market structure. I'll also use this. So there to there, here to here, here to here, and then we're probably going to go here to here and go down like that because we've had a nice sort of trending pattern. Okay. So that's what I use for my market structure or price action. Okay, what now? Let's have a look down to here. Now the only tool that I use on this, and the only tool I recommend using, would be the fib retracement tool. And this is mainly just for me to track what I'm doing for my take profit. So I'll show you how to set this up. So trend line, you want to take that off. And you probably only want to use one color. Where's the background? There it is, background. Take that down to 0. And you want to use percents, prices. I could just use percents because that's all I use it for. So the only thing I use this for is I go from zone to zone, and I only take 75% of the move to the next zone when I've had my entry. So the only tool I need on this is 75%, so I want to change this 0.786 to 75, and then I want to take out this one, 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 and this one. Oh, I better keep that one in. How do I undo? Okay. Actually, no, I wasn't right. Where's the line I need? I need one. That's it. I'll take that one off. So that's my 100%. So say, for example, I had an entry over here, and I knew the next zone was down here. I would only want to take to the 75% mark because that's part of my strategy. Okay. So I'm going to delete that there. So to change that again, go to settings. You want to take the trend line off, and you want to mark up, because these are percentages as well, you want to use 0.75 or 0.5 for so if you put in 75, for example, I'll actually do that to show you. Say you want, oh, I want to take 75%, you put 75 in, and you click that. We're probably, oh god, I don't know. Well, there you go, way down here. So that's 7,500%. So that's wrong. Okay, so back on here. Let's take that off. And I'm probably going to go put them on the right side as well. If I now refresh the chart. Okay, perfect. There we go. And then moving down onto here, the rectangle tool is also very important. Use that to mark out zones. So we probably want to change that. I don't like a border on my zones. I want to try and make them as light as possible. Of course, we use red at TraderViews. So that's pretty straightforward there. Use your rectangle tool. Also, the ellipses are very important too, because I use that also for market structure. So we go here to here, and I like to have that bright yellow. Bring that down so you can see the, and I do like a border on this one, so I like a solid blue, just like that. Okay, so that's your ellipses. And those are the only two I use on this one. And this is a very important tool here, the text. So you just want to click anywhere. Once you've pressed text, you want to press anywhere on the screen, double click on text, change this to black, change to any font you want, and say, I don't know, we all love TraderViews. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So this is basically very good for when you're journaling your trades. You want to write all your notes on your screen to say why you've taken the trade, why you've entered, why you're exiting the trade, or why it didn't work, why it worked, so then you can go back and review what went well and what went wrong. And then down here is a bunch of, well, stuff that we don't need. And also these two here are very important tools. So say, for example, we wanted to enter at this point here, right where price is now. This is how you calculate your risk to reward. So you get your long position one here on the left, long position. You're going to scrunch that up, and then you want to have a take profit to here. So that means you can always see here the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 3.14. So you're risking 1 to gain 3.14. And it also will give you the amount of pips that is, so 325 pips for your take profit, and then 103.7 pips for your stop loss. And again, it's the same way for a short position. So say you wanted to enter in here, stop loss above the wick, and take profit down here, so you have a nice 1 to 2.4 risk to reward. Okay, and you may want to change the time frame, so that's just up in the top left here. Change it to 1 day, change it to 1 hour. Let me reload this, just like that. And then if you're really crazy, go down to the 1 minute. Probably don't do that though. So 4 hour, this is probably one of the main time frames that we use to execute with TraderViews. And then another piece of equipment that I like to use with this is the ruler. So this measure tool right here, just click here, click once and pull up. This way you can track how many pips your stop loss is going to be, so that's good for when you're putting into the lot size calculator, so you can calculate your risks. So as you can see, minus minus 25 pips right there, and then you're targeting, I don't know, 142 pips as is shown in the top right corner. And it's also pretty cool as well because you can see how many days you've been in a trade. So say you're on the 4-hour time frame, you drag from here and you drag from left to right, you can see from that point on the left to where we are today was 16 days and 4 hours. Okay, so those are the sort of only tools I use on TradingView. You can also screenshot these your charts with this button here. So just click that once. I probably won't be able to do it because I've not logged into an account. Also the paid version, you can set alerts so they go directly to your phone. And I think probably that's about it. That's all I use really. And I'll go through a backtesting video at a later date because I just wanted to put this out here today just so you all are familiar with TradingView first. Oh, I think we're done on this. Okay, cool. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, comment below, subscribe, like the video, and look out for the next video coming probably within the next sort of 3 or 4 days. Speak to you all soon. Bye.
Hi.